George H.W. Bush was born in Massachusetts, Milton, on June 12, 1924, and he went to the University of Yale as a baseball player. And in World War II, he would fly as a pilot in a combat mission in 1944, bombing a Japanese Wakon and successfully attacking several targets on the installation of Shijima. However, the plane was shot down, and he had to swim for his life. But luckily, he survived, and he went to start his oil company in Texas. And from there, he would become a two-term representative of the Congress of Texas, an ambassador of NATO, appointed by President Nixon in 1971, which we will see a lot of world affairs with him involved with that. And he lost to Ronald Reagan in the Republican nomination, but he was elected as vice president from him, having him a lot of experience in political um, jobs. As in the election of 1988, he would beat Michael Dukakis, winning by a landslide by 400 more electoral votes and a popular vote by 8 points, and which Mr. Cummings said the pendulum would shift between Democrat and Republican. Guess what? These 2 terms, they did not happen, as the Republican Party would win twice. And this was what George H.W. Bush was most known for: his foreign policy, as he unified Germany, the East and West Side in 1990, along with leading the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, along with the Warsaw Pact. Not to mention him in relations to North America, as in 1992 he would create the North American Trade Agreement, which had involved Mexico, U.S., and Canada, allowing lifting tariffs, allowing trades, and investment for all the countries that took place. Not to mention China's relations, having a great relationship with China so far as to being the unofficial ambassador for them at the time, and also the Gulf War on his successful order operation, which he gave the green light to U.S. troops at midnight, allowing the U.S. allied forces in the next 100 hours, destroying 300 tanks and many more vehicles, pushing the war to end a month and a half later on February 28, 1991. Other things include that he had the Clean Air Act passed in 1990, reducing acid rain, urban rain, making the environment safe again for America, and the American with Disability Act of 1990, prohibiting discrimination towards disabled people, more so in the workforce. However, "Read my lips, no new taxes" was his famous slogan, and economy was just down during his presidential run. As the oil price shock from the Iraq War, saving and loan crisis, tying monetary policy and consumer confidence, along with the first year of him being in office, with the employment rate going from 5.4 to 7.3, which would lead to Bill Clinton winning, as Bill Clinton would have a more economic drive, and also he was a bit younger than George H.W. Bush. However, his one term in office was pretty good, as it would get him to a library in the Texas of A&M. He was a author, and he spoke for the public on mostly world affairs, and his son would become a president. But sadly, he would have Parkinson's disease overall, making him live to 94, dying on October 2018.